Hello, sweet souls. This is your second reading of the day. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive. Centered myself with the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. I want to start with an angel number. So let's see, for the beautiful collective, what angel number do you have, Holy Spirit? Some of you could be seeing threes because I just saw threes. 111, honesty. It says, it's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes perfect. No, sorry. Practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is a priority right now. I'm going to get one more. One more. 707, good luck. And then we have all threes on the bottom. It says, this message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. They're saying put yourself out there. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay? And then we got 3333, divine timing. And I saw the threes in my third eye for sure. You have the benefit of good fortune. And if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything in this place. You can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. And I feel like we did get this recently. They're saying 1919, be in gratitude. Like part one, your energy has to align with what you're manifesting, okay? Soul mission. Yeah, soul mission and discipline. You were chosen for a reason. You will reach the finish line. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey, though, day in and day out. Being in gratitude for what you have, where you're being led. Now we got some new decks. So I'm going to do this deck. I really like this deck. It is an intuitive deck. Doesn't come, none of the decks that I got come with instruction books, which is good for me. I don't like instruction books. I don't want them. I'd rather use my own intuition. My guides do the speaking anyway. So this is Beyond the Fog and Shade. It's a smaller deck, but I really like it. It kind of looks like somebody made it at home, but it's not. It's a real deck. So let's see. All right. What is in the beautiful collective's, energy? What's in the beautiful collective's energy? Show me. It's so tiny, and I have big hands for a woman, so it's hard for me to shuffle the little tiny decks. All right. Okay. What is in the beautiful collective's energy that they need to be aware of? We are still in retrograde. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Give me a couple more. What's going on? Okay, I'm getting what they're saying here. One last card. Okay. The bottom of the deck. You are dealing with someone that's been coming out a lot lately. This is someone that is not stable. This is someone that has dark attachments, a lot of addictions. This is someone that is going off the deep end. It's chaos, sorrow, madness, struggle, agony, falsehood. In this image, this person is a cat with red eyes. It's chaotic. There's so much chaos in this person's life. This person's deep in darkness, deep in their shadow. Yeah, and they're facing an ending. So this is, again, a warning because this person is not stable. They're out of control. It's like the demons within are taking over this person, and it's more than they can handle. See, in the absence of faith, can you imagine going through that without faith, without God? I can't. I can't imagine it. I mean, it almost killed me with God. So I can't imagine going through it without faith, without God. The first card out is pity the fools who mock the Queen's grace. You are God's baby. And what they're going through and what they will go through is directly related to what they did to God's baby. You know, I pity the fool who mocks the Queen's grace. Yeah, they mocked you. And they burnt the bridge, and there's no turning back from what they did. They went way too far, above and beyond. More than a hate campaign, a smear campaign, more than deception, more than betrayal. This person did way too much, and the spiritual realm has had enough. Now they're angry, and their anger is an attempt to mask their own insecurity, but they're lashing out from this very unstable place, and they're in anger. You are over here, mind-body unity, aligned with spirit, peaceful. But they're telling you this because they don't want you to be fooled. Tricks, misleading, and mental traps. I feel this person may attempt to come in and fool you because they're desperate. Like we got yesterday, they're desperate. They want you to weigh your emotions carefully, find equilibrium within. And what I'm feeling from this is don't make decisions from the heart, but from the truth. The truth of the situation. Don't allow someone to come in and emotionally manipulate you. Make analytical decisions. Black and white. What's the facts? Nothing more. That's what I'm getting from that. So let's clarify these cards. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this person's karmic consequences for all that they did to come for you with others, it's coming back around now. Their consequences are coming in fast and furious. Pity the fool who mocks the Queen's grace. Tell me about this. It's justice. Yeah. They're experiencing their karma for what they did to you, collective. You are God's baby. Give me one more, please. Pity the fools who mock the Queen's grace. The Queen's grace. Justice for what was done to the Empress. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. That is a very clear message. And I feel this is an arrogant energy that never expected to serve karma or pay karma. They didn't believe in karma. They don't have faith. So they thought, well, I'm exempt because I don't believe in it. Well, it doesn't work that way. And they're figuring out the hard way that it does not work that way. Four of Cups. The things they did to come for you was unwise. No turning back. They burnt that bridge. I mean, there's no remnants left of that bridge. There's no turning back. The things they did, the lengths they went to destroy you as a soul, they wanted to destroy your soul. Not only break up and hurt you, they continued to come for you. They wanted to destroy you, mind, body, and spirit. No turning back. Yeah. So here's the thing. The reason there's no turning back, you could have been married to this person or in a long-term relationship. They were cheating, they were lying, they were stealing, they were involving third parties. With the moon, they were deceptive, they were a liar. They could have blamed you. They could have turned everyone that would listen to them against you and blamed you for what they did to you. But it is even, it was so much more than that. The things this person did was definitely breaking spiritual law, and they continued to do it even after they were warned not to do it. They were warned to stop. They were getting dreams. They were getting downloads. Bad things were happening, and they didn't care because the enemy's got this person. I'm telling you, the enemy is having their way with this person. So anger and attempt to mask insecurity. Let's look at the anger. Yeah. See, this person was operating from ego. When you walked away because you were divinely guided to leave this person, they became angry and bitter because it made them feel insecure, because they thought you would always be there chasing them, waiting for them. So it hurt their ego. So what did they do? They went on a hate and rage campaign to bully. And they did it a really long time. Even after the divine was saying, you need to stop this. The collective doesn't deserve it. The collective's not doing this to you. They did it for a very long time. Well, they're meeting a brick wall now. They're being blocked by the divine now. Because you've been doing nothing but focus on your healing, coming into alignment with your higher self and with God. That's what you've been focused on. Mind, body, unity. Yeah, you're healing. That's what you've been focused on. You haven't done anything to anyone. And while you've been healing, simultaneously, you've been fighting these projections, these, this person and others trying to create burdens for you. So it's like you've got one hand here trying to do your healing work, and you got the other hand trying to, fight these attacks, trying to create burdens. It was a serious crime in the spirit, what this person did. You were in isolation. You were focused on your connection with the divine and healing. You were staying private. You did not deserve what this person and others did to you. They continue to do to you. A whole group. And it's all coming to light. The divine has had enough. Could be a family as well. It's all coming to light. They don't want you to be fooled. This person, this is their true essence. But they're going to come in pretending to be loving and kind, like a King of Cups energy. Don't be fooled. Yeah. Don't be fooled by this past person. 6 of Cups. They're going to try to bring up old memories. Try to pull on your empathy. They said, listen to your intuition. Allow your intuition to guide you. Don't be fooled by this person. Let's look at weighing your emotions. I feel like this is all about being analytical, because this person's going to try to manipulate your emotions to get back in your energy. Weigh your emotions. Wait a minute. That's not it. What fell? Yeah. So the spiritual realm is guiding you. They want you to move away. This person is only bringing conflict into your life. Stick with the analytics, the Ace of Swords, the truth of the matter, the truth of their actions, what you know they've done, what you feel they've done, what your intuition is telling you. Stick with that. That'll never lie to you. They're going to come in with an apology, try to lure you back in with a passion in the beginning. They may try to convince you they've done the work, that you're their soulmate, and they want a brand new leap of faith. This is just the warning. All right, tell me about this very unstable energy here. Chaos, sorrow, madness, falsehood, agony, and struggle. Yeah, they're facing an ending. It's out of their control, and this is someone that is so used to being able to control everything in their life, and it's creating financial lack. Like, this is rock bottom. This is being abandoned and having no money, just like they did you. Just like they did you. Give me one more. This person is not stable. 9 of Swords is somebody that doesn't sleep. They may not be eating well. They're being haunted. They're having intrusive thoughts. They don't know how to self-regulate. So they're lashing out. They're very angry. They're irrational. This is a soulmate that was karmic. Be careful. And, this warning came out yesterday in one of the readings, and it's coming out again today for a reason. So please listen to your intuition when it comes to past people that you know have already wronged you, trying to come back in. They want you to be careful. Yeah, with pity the fool who mocks the queen's grace, this person went too far. And the spiritual realm has had enough. They're delivering karma for what they did to this Empress energy. And there's nothing they can do. They can't avoid it. They can't escape it. They can't lie their way around it. They can't run from it. Pity the fools who mocks the Queen's grace. Yeah, you're being blessed with a passionate new beginning, and you're in the Queen of Swords energy. You're going to stick with the facts. You're going to cut this person off. You're going to continue to speak your truth. Be your true authentic self, regardless of what rumors, lies that they've spread about you, no matter what they've done. You're going to continue being authentically you. Yeah, because that's a part of your fate and destiny. This is who you're meant to be. They burned that bridge by, while you're in a union with them, cheating, lying, stealing, third-party interference, lies, deception, among other things. A lot more, the Spirit said, a lot more things. No turning back. Yeah, Spirit's saying they're under judgment because they didn't even have the courage to apologize for the lying, cheating, and stealing. They didn't even have the guts to admit what they did and be accountable. Their judgment, their karma is going to be rough, I'm telling you. Yeah, it was their ego. Their ego would not allow them to admit. They don't want to be judged. They want you to be judged for what they did to you, and they want people to attack you, but they don't want to be honest and tell the truth. Well, now they have the spiritual realm to answer to, because all hell's about to break loose in this person's life. And they're going to learn one way or another. The spiritual realm is saying, pity the fool who mocks the Queen's grace. Yeah, they should have never messed with you. Anger. So it's like their ego was bruised when the divine guided you to move away because they didn't expect that you would escape their control. And so their ego was wounded, so they lashed out. They were angry, they were aggressive, they were raged, and they attacked you for so long, even after being warned. Anger is an attempt to mask insecurity. Yeah. They were also trying to attack what you do for work. They're angry because it's paying off for you after mocking, discrediting you with a whole group of people. They were doing this and they're upset and angry because their lies, their illusion, their spiritual attack on you and what you do for work did not work, because Eight of Pentacles is in the upright. And it's because you healed, and that's why it didn't work. Because you could care less what these people think of what you do. You could care less. So, yeah, this is, again, why they're going to be in financial ruin. Because they were trying to interfere with how you survive, how you pay your bills, and how God was inspiring you to do something, and they wanted to stop it. You have been focused on being aligned with your higher self and with God, your healing, and they made it 10 times worse by constantly trying to create burdens, projecting on you, cyberbullying you, while you were staying private. Mind-body unity. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, now they're going to reap what they sow. Seven of Pentacles on the fence, that's the blockage, and it's going to end and a very painful deception and betrayal. 10 of Swords. People putting swords in their back now. That's karma. They don't want you to be fooled by this past person. When they come in to try and trap you with sweet words, listen to your intuition. Yeah, this person is going to play the victim. With the Nine of Cups, you know, this person may even try to come in and say, I have an addiction. You know, maybe it's a drinking addiction or a substance addiction. I didn't know what I was doing. I was misled. I was so in my addiction, but I really love you. I'm sorry, but no, I don't care if you got an addiction or not. You are not, even children know right from wrong. You know right from wrong. So there's no excuse. They may try to come in and use that as an excuse. So be mindful. They're trying to pull on your heartstrings, on your empathy. For many of you, you're healers. You have this innate desire to help and heal others. No, not this one. Not this one. Weigh your emotions carefully. They're saying, look, go where the spiritual realm is guiding you. The spiritual realm is guiding you away from this person because him or her is only bringing chaos and conflict. Stick with the facts, the truth, the analytics, Ace of Swords. You know the truth. Stick with the truth. Okay, that I didn't even get to ask. Weigh your emotions. Yeah, you are a teacher, a guide, a mentor. You are working for God. You are God's baby, and you are heavily protected. Okay? Just tap in and follow God's guidance because the spiritual realm is definitely helping you. Yeah, they're saying, this person, they know that they made the wrong decision with the Four of Cups. Nothing has turned out the way they expected. You are following your passion. You're looking amazing, beautiful, handsome, confident. You are shining. You're shining. You may look better that you're away from this person than when you were with them because they were sucking the life out of you like a raisin. They're watching. Of course they're watching. Wanting to communicate. But the cycle's closed. They're heartbroken because you're still in the limelight in some way. You're still a star. You're still a healer. They didn't do anything but caused hellfire on their reality. That's what they did. All for money, greed, which comes out all the time. This person that's mentally unstable, that the devil is just, I don't know how many attachments this person has, but they are unstable. They're going through an ending. They're going to be out in the cold. They're going to be in financial ruin. Mentally, this person's wrecked. They're not sleeping. They may not be eating. They may be having night terrors. They're mentally unstable. Chaos, sorrow, madness. Yeah, this person, they may have not come forward for a very long time, but now that they're being defeated, they want to come in and communicate, but with the Page of Wands in reverse, you don't want them to communicate. That's like, no, I don't want your communication. No, thank you. I'm not interested. Yeah, because you're focused on moving on and creating a happy home and happy life. Whether you're with a partnership or not, you are not interested in this person's nonsense. You've done the work. You've closed the cycle. There's no redos. You don't need to repeat it. Lesson learned. Thank you. Keep it moving. We're not interested. And so this person, they can't accept that their bad behavior, their evil ways is what ended this relationship. They can't be accountable. This is a cowardly energy. Completely. So cowardly. I don't know what to say. It's just sad that this person is stuck in darkness, like literal darkness. Let's see what else we need to know. And I mean, this is pretty obvious what's going on here. This person messed with the wrong one. They went way too far in trying to destroy you. And the consequences are going to be more than this person can handle. I can tell you that right now. Let's see. What do we need to know? I'm just going to get some from What's the Vibe. Wow. That's just what just flew on the floor. Shattered and toxic. Yeah. The shattered, that is that unstable energy. It says broken, nightmares, failures, drama, arguments, and incompatible. They're toxic. So this person, I'm leaving them out because obviously those cards wouldn't be seen. I feel this person is, whether on a subconscious or a conscious level, facing the reality that they are dark. They're toxic. It's their own behavior that has caused the hardships in their life. They've spent their whole life being the victim and blaming everyone else, and they can't now. They did until what they did to you, and they went way too far. Yeah, you're that Empress energy. They came for the wrong one, I'm telling you. Nurturing, you're mothering. You did not deserve what this person did to you. And they did it out of envy. That light, that purity, the love that you held, this person, they were envious of that. They didn't want to put in the work to be that type of person, but they wanted to hate you because you were that type of person. They're resentful, competitive, and discontent. This person saw you as being the center of attention without you even trying, people gravitating towards you. And it made this person want to compete with you, envious of you, because they wanted to be the center of attention. This person, remember, their anger attempts is an attempt to mask insecurity. They don't feel worthy of anything. They're so insecure. Yeah, they could be having legal issues either now or in the near future, which is a part of karma. And it could be non-related to you, but it's definitely tied into the karma. Yeah, the blockage is person's delusional. I'm telling you, they're not stable. Head in the clouds, delusion, hopes and dreams, and that's a blockage. They don't see clearly. This person is losing their grip on reality. They're two-faced. They lived a double life. They were a cheater and a backstabber. And they're paying the consequences for it now. They can't handle the consequences. You could have moved away. You could be going on a vacation. It says vacay, getting away, relaxing, having fun. Or this person was all about vacations and trips and travel. Now they're in this antisocial energy in their feelings, feeling left out. They're a narcissist. So when a narcissist is exposed, when a narcissist collapses, it is a mess. This person, it feels like they're on the verge of a breakdown. They're on the verge of losing everything. And a narcissist cannot handle to be exposed. It's like a switch comes on and they just lose it. They become the psychopath if they weren't already. Yeah, and that's your soulmate, a karmic soulmate. Yeah, the blockage is they're not hopeful. They don't feel optimistic or inspired. They know that there will be no success for them. You're in this good vibes in the moment, staying happy, focused on you, loving you, healing. And this person, the blockage is they put you in a third-party situation. It says love affair, dirty little secrets, sex fix, and down low. This person could also be confused about their sexuality. They could have had male and female partners, and they've been trying to hide it. They're just everything. The devil has this person so confused about every aspect of their life, they don't know who they are. This person's a mess, but they're missing you, and they want to talk to you. They want a reunion. That's the warning. Don't be fooled. You're slowing down, taking some you time, getting out in nature, smelling the roses. You don't have time. And Mark and I were singing that song, I haven't got time for the pain this morning. This person, the blockage for them is consequences for bad choices, games, and mixed signals, among a few other things that they've done. Yep, they feel hopeless. Loss, depression, thoughts of unalivement. I hope not, because that is not going to fix your problem at all. Yeah. That lust, energy, greed, by any means necessary, is in reverse. I feel like this is what's being exposed to the outside world about who this person really is. Yeah, you've blocked them. You're moving on. You have nothing to say. It says stop calling. You have forgiven. You have. Or you're working on it actively right now. It's not that you have ill intent. You want this person to leave you alone. You want them to stop what they're doing. They're not hurting you, but you know what is going to happen in their life from the action they're taking. Yeah, karmics, third parties, haters, and less learned. They're surrounded by karmic energies, third parties that they've involved while you were with them and after you left them. It's a mess. St. Michael is protecting you heavily. So you don't have to worry. They've done so much. Trust me. This person has run out of time. The blockages, they were given a sufficient amount of time to come forward, to speak the truth to everyone they lied to be accountable for what they did, to make right what they've done wrong. And they refused because of their fragile ego and because they're a coward. So they're out of time, and karma is going to be brutal. Yeah, the blockage is striptease, gamble, in Vegas. Yeah. They were too busy. Instead of listening to the divine, saying, look, you need to do this. You need to tell the truth. You need to confess. You need to make right what you did wrong. They spent their time sexual pursuits. And now they're trapped, stuck, no options, and unforgiveness. Wow. Yeah. They want to come in with a fake apology, arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. That's why we got don't be fooled. They're bitter, they're angry, and they're petty. Obviously, because they've spent their time attacking you, spreading lies. It doesn't matter. You're still going to be established, settled, secure, and wealthy. If you're not already, keep going, because this is the energy. They said continue to set boundaries. Disrespectful, enough is enough, and defend yourself. You are here working for God, nurturing, mentorship, wisdom, and giving back. And you have many possibilities. Following your dreams, make up your mind, and believe in yourself. Harmony, balance, peace, and happiness will be restored. Wow. And this false masculine that you may have had a family with, they're going to be stuck, dead end, frozen, and stagnant. And people are going to be gossiping about this person. And they're going to be very emotional when this happens, because a narcissist does not like for people to know who they are. They definitely don't want to be judged by society. They're going to be very emotional and worry and fear. Wow. That's crazy. But all right, I don't know what we're going to call this reading. I am scheduling for the 3rd week of December. If you're interested, please share the videos, like, and subscribe. I love you all so much, and I will see you on the last reading. Bye, guys.